Oh, yeah. It's playoff time, baby. The Put It in the Book show.
Welcome.
For the very first time ever, we're going to be talking about playoffs, Mets playoff baseball.
On this show.
And it's freaking fantastic. I haven't been able to
really
calm myself down all day. And we still got another day to go. But Mom, I got scolded last week by the guys here calling Mom Barbara. Madeline, what's up?
My cuz.
Much love, cuz. All right, let's head around the room here. As always, I'm Steve. I got Keith with Steve right there. Look, Mr. Cohen. Mr. Cohen has joined you.
There's three Steves today on the show.
There's three Steves. Three of them.
And part of a floating lamp in the Mets.
I was gonna say.
The special effects budget.
That's it.
What we got.
I brought some stuff in here to unpack, and there's still some boxes laying around because I started last night and I didn't finish.
And one of which was the floating lamp.
No, the floating lamp was there.
I'll give you
a sneak peek into the mess. Hold on.
Spooky crap again.
It's spooky time.
Remember that was turning on and off by itself? That was creepy as all heck.
Yeah, something was going on, remember, and it was shining through your eye.
Yeah, and it was shining and moving.
That's when I had the green screen behind me. I if you fade it down a little bit, my eyes would fade into the background of in the picture. Yeah.
All right, that's Keith. I got Rodriguez. Boom, right down there. How's it going, my friend? How's it going, sir? Nice clean cut.
What's up, bud?
Clean cut for the playoffs, baby.
I'm ready for the playoffs, dude. I'm clean cut. I'm representing. I got my jersey on. I'm so happy. Playoffs start tomorrow. First time PIITB is in the playoffs. The first time. That's what I'm saying.
Are you kidding me? It's unbelievable.
Man, fantastic.
Do you guys know why the start time is 8:07? Like, why is it 07? Why not just 8:10?
All the playoff games are always a weird 07, 37. It's on the sevens.
I haven't paid attention to the exact time for the last 6 years. So
who knows?
Well,
Who's doing the playoffs? Who's doing the playoffs?
I don't want to tell you this. That the first round is it's that Sunday night baseball. It's A-Rod.
No.
David Cohn, and they're doing the whole series.
Those two betrayers.
Yeah.
Those two Benedict Donalds.
All right. Well, let's find out what producer. Do you want to find out what producer Joe has to say about all this nonsense? Producer Joe is right behind you. And let's hear what he has to say. Wow. All right. Well, Joe, that's not nice. That last part got out of control there. All right. Control your temper.
I totally don't agree with. McCann should not play first base. We need Alonso there. Come on, Joe.
Joe's out of control.
Don't take advice from a guy with that much amount of ear hair. Okay. I mean, look at, he doesn't even take the ear hair out. He doesn't know what he's watching.
It's so easy. It's so boom.
Yeah, right there.
Get the trip. Maybe Rodriguez and Keith. Maybe we should all, and maybe the fans too. We all get together and get him a
razor. Ear hair trimmer
for Hanukkah.
So we gotta trim your ears.
For Hanukkah, that's right. For Hanukkah, because he is of the Jewish descent. You are correct.
That could be one of his 8 gifts.
That could be,
Hanukkah sure. Harry. What was the singing little thing?
Is it Hanukkah Festival of Lights, right? So they have those laser pen removers. So we'll get that as the first day of the celebration of lights.
Aren't they 8 days of Hanukkah or something with Adam Sandler?
Yes, that's
8 crazy nights. Of what I know. Oh.
That was 8 crazy nights. That's a technical foul. All right. So that's all that goodness here. Producer Joe is not here today. He is out having a blast. And if he does join us today, just know that he's quite drunk.
You know,
quite
just make the sign of the cross and go with it. God will protect you.
All right, let's go ahead.
With the chat. I don't even know where he is. I think he might be up by me somewhere.
Dude, don't call it. Don't call it
further.
because it'll come. It's like saying, you know, something about Mary in the mirror.
He talked about it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He talked about like 8 hours away. So all
right,
let's get
the curse of producer Joe.
Oh, what happened to Keith?
Keith Lyles just disappear. Now he's
yeah, I'm here. Nobody's in the house, and I got the animals acting up. So every once in a while, I have to yell at them and shut the camera down. So
scream. Yeah, but you can scream. All right,
yeah,
let's get this bad boy.
Go
scream at them now.
As long as he goes off, he's got to go off screen.
Well, that's the baby seal thing. I think
but leave it on mute.
Listen, all I'm saying is if a baby seal comes in front of you and you got to club it to get to that bar, you got to club it.
I'm gonna just take the camera out because that automatically mutes it, right? Get over here, goddamn! What are you doing? Like that.
That works too.
Where'd you go again? No, I didn't hear you. No.
Oh, okay. And you didn't hear me either, right?
Let's get this bad boy started.
Let's go.
All right, welcome back into the Put It in the Book show, first ever playoff show that we've ever done. But before we get into the playoff stuff, I want to touch on the squirrel. I want to touch on the squirrel. This is another animal.
I knew it. I told you, Keith.
All right,
Keith, you owe me $20. I told you.
I know.
I know you defended him, but I told you.
Because I only thought he had hands for me, and
it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good when you're betrayed, huh?
Makes me sad.
All right. So, what are we doing here?
Take it away from him. Take the power away from him. This is gonna happen all show.
Hey, all right. It reminds me of the old days when we had special effects and it would repeat itself like 5 times or happen like 30 seconds later.
Yes. I would always have perfect timing. Timing was impeccable, and then it wouldn't work. And then 30 seconds later, while Keith was making a very, very, very invalid point, the sound would come on. It would be all weird if you listen back to the day.
My points are always valid, even when they're invalid. So you better watch yourself.
There it is. See? You think he misses it, huh? He's not gonna miss that insult.
All right, so let's talk about Jeff McNeil real quick off the bat. No pun intended. But Timmy, what's up, man? But when it comes to McNeil, obviously had a down season. And how many fans, guys, were screaming at the top of their lungs, "It's time to trade him"? Remember over the offseason, it was time to trade him and Dom and JD and I don't remember who else. That me? No, no. I said I thought he might be gone. I never wanted Squirrel to be gone. I love the Squirrel. I love the Squirrel. I want to touch the Squirrel. But Rodriguez, you talk a lot about how the Squirrel has gotten himself in trouble over the years with his golf swing. What about his swing? What about his mechanics this year led him to not only the National League batting title, he led the major leagues in batting at 326.
Think what's one of the other major stats that everyone always thinks of? You got a batting average, you have RBIs, and you have home runs. How many home runs did he finish with this year? 9?
How many did he finish? Yeah, the whole lot. Remember, was it 23 the other day?
Yeah,
a couple years ago.
He stopped that home run swing. Okay, now he's a hitter. wherever that ball is pitched, he's gonna go with it. He's gonna adjust. He's gonna go in and out. He's gonna go to the third base. He's gonna pull it down the line. He is on fire right now. He sees the ball like a beach ball. You could tell because when he's up at bat, he is not striking out anymore.
It's impossible.
I mean, it's like he just hits everything that they throw, good, bad, or indifferent, whatever it is, he hits it. That's how you get to 326 batting average. You don't hit as many home runs, but you don't have to because the guy hits 326. He's gonna bat second or third.
Yeah.
He's always going to be in the game, right? Yeah, Keith, say it.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I agree 100%. I also want to give some credit to the coaching because the philosophy last year and the approach to hitting, I guess he was trying to follow along with it and it just didn't work. But if you look at this year, we try to work pitches, we try to work counts, we try to get hits, we try to push runners in, not hit home runs. We're playing to our strength, which is hitting. And I think that helped a lot. Also, I seen because he's taking that approach, he chokes up a little bit more this year and more often. When he's hitting, he's looking to more slap it.
And his knobless bat.
Right, because the year before, what was it, in 2020, he had a good year, he hit 311.
Yeah.
He only hit 4 home runs. And then he all of a sudden in 2019, the year before that, he had 23 home runs. So somewhere in between those 2 years, he decided last year he's a power guy. And again,
well, remember all the confusion last year, like guys like I don't know if McNeil came out, but I know Conforto came out and said, based on what was shown in the video room, we have 2 or 3 different ideologies, and what he didn't say this part, but one of them is striking out too much. That's what it boiled down to.
Yeah, he should remember that because he was a prime culprit of always striking out.
Yep,
he struck out a lot anyway, but yeah.
You start looping your swings. You start hitting for power, trying to pick the ball up and drive it out of the ballpark. You're gonna suffer in batting average. That's just what it is because you're gonna miss a lot of balls that should have been hits, and you're just gonna pop them up into the infield. They're gonna be infield outs, easy because of changing the swing. And that's what I mean by that golf swing. You have to swing like that's how you swing in golf. So he was starting to swing like that so he get some power, make some butts. You know how they say chicks dig the long ball? Remember that? Yeah. So he trying to make some money. I get it. It's okay.
Well, and
now you're back.
To your point now, right? But to your point is nowadays, who hits 326? Like who? Like how many?
No one.
How exactly? So maybe nowadays to make your money is not only the power way, but being able to slice the ball the other way and all this stuff.
Isn't that the highest average in both leagues? Isn't that he went for the highest average in both leagues, right?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
In the American League, Freddie Freeman, who I'm very happy that he beat out, he was the one that we beat.
Wait, he won it for the American League too, didn't he? McNeil?
Yes. Yeah. There's the guy in the Twins hit 316 or something like that, and McNeil 326. Chili Davis is being brought up in the chat. Frank, yeah, it was almost an absentee hitting coach in 2020. Understand it. I completely get it. You didn't want to take a chance, but it just wasn't working out. And then
the past is the past, man.
Damn. Yeah, you can't even confuse all that stuff. 326, like holy shit.
Yeah,
we have the batting champion.
It's not really harping on a pass. It's just for me anyway. It's a comparison because I think also Chili Davis talked out of one side of his mouth and preached another thing because he came in saying fundies, bunting. That never really happened, and I don't think we had a strong head coach to tell Chili Davis and gear him into what the team philosophy is. Where we have Buck's going to tell everybody what the team philosophy is and have them build around it because he's head honcho on that field. So.
Yeah, Chili Davis had more experience than our managers.
They came back and swept the Nats. That says something. That says they didn't give up and they wanted to make a point that they're going to win games.
Yeah, and that's our lowly team.
They got beat up.
Those teams are dangerous this time of year because they love to play spoiler.
Exactly.
Yes. Yep.
Exactly. So
and the Marlins almost did it.
Marlins could have done it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, everybody. All we had to do was win one game. The fate was in our hand. Hey, listen, shut up. We're in the playoffs. Because right now it doesn't matter anymore. Tomorrow starts game 1, and it just don't matter anymore. Playoff time, baby. Best out of
Like what
3,
Harry
and
Rose
we're
said.
at home for all 3. We're
Yeah.
making San Diego
Mad
travel all
Max
the way. I don't know where they played the last game, actually. Hopefully it was on the
in,
West Coast.
in San
San
Diego.
Diego, that is. But
Yeah,
if they were on the West
yeah, it was
Coast,
San
we're
Diego.
making them travel all the way to the East, which also gives us an advantage. We're at home. We have home crowd, which I heard, by the way, those tickets are super, super expensive. I haven't
For
seen,
sure,
but
I'm sure.
Now we'll
But I
see if that guy is good enough for us so that we can sign him. What's his name? Jesus Christ, what's the guy's name? I forgot. The outfielder, lefty guy for the
for Soto.
Soto. Now we can see. Yeah, Soto.
Let's
If
get a
Soto
close
can
view.
if Soto can handle it in the New York stage, if he can handle it and play good, yeah, we can sign him next year. We
Hell
don't
yeah.
have to go crazy for Judge.
Let's go, baby. All right, and one more thing about McNeil. If you 13 wins, that's it. Maybe we just start a countdown. 13, boom. 12, boom. 11 more wins for a championship.
Starts
10 more
today.
wins for a championship.
We need 13 wins for a championship. All right, let's go.
Yeah, because 3, 3, and 4. 4, 3, 3. That's 10. Yeah.
No, we need
So
is two.
or
We only need
101.
two this round.
Yeah,
Two.
two in this round. 2 in this round. I thought it was bet 3, 5, 7, 7. Yeah, so 4, 4, 8. Yeah, 13. All right. One other thing about McNeil. What do you think about the pretty classy move by
Classy.
Buck Showalter?
Okay.
Thank you, Rodriguez, for translating for me. Of taking Lindor out of the game, bringing McNeil in. I thought it was kind of like an ode to what happened last year, and just a symbol of Buck saying, "All right,
smart."
Go ahead, Rodriguez.
So
Go ahead.
smart,
He's
that
so
dude,
freaking
man.
smart.
I'm sorry, but he's probably the best manager I've seen in a long time. I mean, as far as managing the game itself, as far as managing the psyche of his players, managing the media, I haven't seen anyone better in the last 20, 30 years. I got to be honest. He's fantastic. And to do stuff like that and make those two guys, well, even if they didn't want to do it, even if they didn't even think about it, make them say, we're a team, we're together. It's us against everybody else. It makes the team come closer, because if they see guys that had a beef and it's squashed, if that could happen, then this is the place I want to be. I want to be in a good environment. I want to play for a good team, good bunch of guys, and that it looks like we have that. And they all seem to be getting hot now. They just beat up on the Nats, man. So hopefully that power and those runs carry over to the Padres. But I'm proud of this team, and we got a great management system right now. I'm so happy.
Keith,
and
I wanted to go to you on this one, but real quick, Isaac said he sent McNeil to tell Lindor to call Auto Trader because he's supposed to. Go ahead, Keith.
Yelled him a car. That's true. He yelled him a car.
Yes.
I tagged
You gotta buy a
Lindor
new
and
one.
McNeil on Twitter too. Nobody's responding. I want to see that car. Yeah, so it's two things, right? So the big thing, the big talk, the big complaint, and it's still lingering for some Met fans online, is the Braves series. Here's the deal: the Braves blew their load. If we play them again, that's not happening again. We swept them at home, or we took 3 out of 4 in their stadium.
No, not 3 out of 4. 4 out of 5 at home, and
4 to 5.
Completely forgot that.
Right.
Go ahead, Keith.
So, right, and they were, I believe they were healthy at that time. Did they have Acuna and all that? I think they did, but
they might not have had Ozuna. They didn't have Ozuna. Which did you see what I sent in the
Ozuna
thing?
I don't
in the
understand
chat?
how
he's the
anyway,
wife beater, right?
He's a
Yes,
piece of.
but real quick, they're selling shirts in Atlanta that says 10.5 because it took 4 months to get 10 and a half games made up at 114 win pace. That's one thing. But somebody, a Met fan, responded, hilarious, I think, because it's Ozuna. They said, but why are you putting Ozuna's blood alcohol level on the shirt? 10.5.
So I mean, to me, and this is
true.
Ozuna is not a first. This is a total different subject, so I'll keep it short and sweet. But it's not the first time he's done something like this. He's a repeat offender, and he should be punished. I don't know why he's not being punished. And as the Braves organization, I think it's pretty low of you to decide that you're just going to run this guy right back out into the field. But anyway, and as I was saying before, I think the Braves blew the load, right? We took 4 out of 5 from them in Truist Park before. And yeah, they got the better of us this series. They took our 3 best pitchers. Austin Riley was hot, and they took us down. It will not happen again if we play them.
What'd you say
Because
about Austin Riley?
Huh?
What'd you say about Austin Riley?
That he smacked our pitches around a bit.
That he's hot.
It's hot.
Wow, that's hot. He is hot. I'd smack his butt on the way home.
See that?
Here it is.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it is,
you know,
Farace. Admit to it.
truthfully, we're going to be a different team
Don't
if
tell
we
Mama
happen to play
Farace.
them again. If they make it that far, I personally think they're going to choke. But let's see. You know, they're playing whoever wins out of Philadelphia and the Cardinals, I think, right?
They're playing. No, that's what we were going to do. But now oh wait, I'm so sorry. I missed the
He's
last
right.
part. Are we talking about the Braves?
Braves, yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So
You're right.
either one of those teams, I mean,
You
I
got an
personally would
attitude,
prefer
Farace.
them to play Philadelphia, but they may have beat the Cardinals too. But the Cardinals, you know, they have a history of winning, so it's no
Keith.
easy feat for them. Anyway,
Keith,
what?
this is what I want to say to you. This is the year. This is our last chance to get revenge on that goddamn, Cardinals team from 2006. They got Wainwright, they got Yachty, they got Albert. Let them get to the championship series, and then I want to bury them. All
Yeah,
those
I want to beat them
40-year-old
in City Field,
jerks.
and I want Carlos
I'm
Delgado to throw out the Carlos Delgado. Okay,
No,
Carlos
no,
Delgado, even
Delgado,
better.
Delgado,
The first
Delgado.
pitch. Yeah. I meant to say Beltran, but Delgado's better.
All right. Listen, that thought has crossed my mind a little bit that I do want to I want to knock those Cardinals out, but I want to win a championship no matter what.
I don't care
So
who we face. I
doesn't
think we
matter.
can
Exactly.
beat anybody that's in the playoffs right now, both American and National League.
Cardinals!
Except for
Yachty
I'd
there.
rather
I get
not
the
play the
tick.
Astros. But, you know.
We did get swept by the Astros, but we also got swept by the Cubs in 2015. All 7 games.
But did they have a show about them with a floating lamp in the background? No.
All right, let's continue on here. So the schedule, just in case you guys out there have been under a rock today, because I've been like refreshing shit. And where's my damn roster? Wildcard series Friday night, Padres Mets 8:07. Saturday night, it moves to a 7:37 start time. Keith's favorite, and then that Sunday game. So the Sunday game right now is scheduled for 7:37, but they are talking about. The Padres and the Mets, Phillies, Cardinals are still in it, are still playing, but the other two series are over. They might flex us earlier. Not sure what that
I don't
would
think
entail.
so. I think we're more prime time than the other series.
I
think we keep the prime time slot. Especially if it's the ground. If the ground fits
No,
in that
1,000%.
game.
Yeah. I agree 100% with you. I just like if those other series are over, they talked about potentially. I think it's because they don't want to go against football on Sunday night. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good point. But you're gonna go against football no matter when you go. No matter when
Sunday
you
is
play.
football all day.
Yeah, so if you're gonna play Sunday, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, I mean, I love Sunday baseball, but when it comes to playoffs, I mean.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
They
updated it. They explained the whole thing. So if the Tampa Bay and Cleveland series is over, then the Mets move to 4:00.
Oh, that's horrible.
But there's a whole bunch of different scenarios because of all this nonsense going on.
Okay.
There's like clinching scenarios for like the NFL. There's like a million different things. That's what could happen here with the playoff series.
Yeah, but we'll be watching the Rays play on Sunday. While waiting to see who we're playing next.
Rays and Guardians, right?
Yep.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Let's. We got. Let's break down the teams here. MLB did a great job of this, so we don't have to recreate anything here. Jackie Drew is saying, "Hi, Keith. Let's go Mets."
Hey, Jackie, how are you?
All right. So position by position, we won't go through each of them in complete detail. There are three areas where they have the Padres as better than us. One is catcher, which we can understand. One is
With our first baseman playing back
offensively.
But let's see what Buck wants to do with Alvarez. I don't know. I can't even predict it.
McCann playing
I just
first.
can't predict it.
Incorrectly list McCann playing first and put him behind the dish.
There you go.
Throw Nacardi's first base and he'll hit like it.
No, I think Alvarez should, if he's gonna play, if he's gonna be on the roster, which we don't know yet, then he should stick to DH. He doesn't need that. You know, I imagine a 20-year-old catcher catching Scherzer and DeGrom, right? It's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. All right, first base. Obviously, we have an advantage there. We got a little a big bopper there named Pete Alonso. And so they're using right now
RBIs.
just that's insane.
131 RBIs.
Was it 131? 128?
131.
131.
And 40 home runs, right?
That's a Met record.
That's amazing.
That record of RBIs, yeah.
Met record of RBIs and a Met record of more than 140 home run season.
Dude, he's leading
the
league. He's leading the league in most home runs hit for the last 3 or 4 years, something like that.
Yeah, overall, yeah.
One.
He was. I don't know after Judge's.
Schwarber was first in the National League this year.
Even after Judge? Nice.
Yeah, even after Judge.
Yep.
So we have a beast of a polar bear.
He is the only. I caught what you said there, Keith. He's the only Met in history to have more than 140 home run season.
Isn't that crazy? In
think
60
about
years.
And think about the guys that we've had. You know, Strawberry would have done it had he not gone a different route. Who else? Hojo, close. No. Beltran. Well, Hojo was what, 35? I think he hit 1 year.
He was a 30 guy for a few years.
Hundley might have done it if he didn't get hurt.
Hundley.
Then Hundley hit 41, and then
40.
Yeah, he had the record.
Yeah,
I don't
tied with Beltran.
I don't know.
Well, Beltran tied it.
No, he had the record. And he also had the record for most by a catcher until
talking about.
I think didn't Piazza break it? I don't know.
No.
Did Piazza break it? I thought. Did he hit 41 home runs? Or was he playing left field too? I think that year. Oh no, right field. He was playing right field, I think.
He was a tremendous right fielder.
No, he had 40 his first year as a Met. Second year as a Met, he had 40 home runs. That was it.
Most home runs by a catcher in a season. Is that where we're looking? 48. Salvador Perez. 2021. Oh, 21 Royals. Oh, it's as a catch. So, but 33 were hit as a catcher for Salvador Perez. Anyway, Terzio says you can put McCann as a cardboard cutout in the dugout. Well, which I read, I think I sent it to you guys, that they did something to the dugouts because let's see what they did something to the dugouts is what they did. But producer Joe, what do you think about Lindor being all giddy about the dugout revamping?
Yep.
7th whiskey. All right, that explains a lot. All right, so the Padres are using a combo of Drury and Will Myers. They also use Josh Bell. Josh Bell's hitting 192 since the trade deadline, since they got him.
Good job.
So that's advantage Mets. Second base is advantage Mets. Yeah, you got McNeil and Guillorme. They have Jake Cronenworth, who did not have a bad season, 17 home runs, 88 RBIs, but McNeil hit 326 and is a beast at the plate.
And he's a squirrel.
And he just gets the job. But wait till now. I wonder what he's going to hit next year when the shift is gone. 340, 345.
That's what you want. 340.
Yeah.
He bats second, right behind Nimmo.
Yes. Keith at third base. Escobar is kind of out there, even though he had the September he had because you got Machado.
The September Escobar, I'll put him up against Machado.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. That was a heck of an Escobar.
Terzio says he wants McCann and his ex-wife cutouts in the dugout. Yeah, Marte. I wish we were. I wish he was ready to go. If he's ready for the Dodger series, then I
No, he
think
needs to. I wish he was ready for this series.
I do too.
We need him. We need him, man. He's vital. He really has become. You remember how I didn't think we should get him? I didn't even care. Remember? I apologize, man. That guy
He's a
is
huge
5'2"
piece,
player.
man.
He's a good player, man.
Yeah,
Fun watching him.
he really added a lot to this team, and I think it was just his energy. I thought he was a little better at base running. He had a lot of follies out there, but his aggressiveness, I think, does rub off on other people and has been important. His leadership, he's been really good. I mean, and his glove in right field, been top notch.
And he has an arm. He's a 5'2" player. He's straight up. He's solid, man. Very solid player.
Yeah, it sucks. And against the three pitchers that the Padres are projected to throw at us, he's batting near 400. That's why they're waiting so long to not include him.
Right. They don't want to say anything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wonder if Buck's big secret is Marte may be back.
That'd be awesome. They wouldn't bring him on the roster if he's on the roster. That's it. He's playing.
Yeah. If he's on the roster, Ruff is gone for sure.
Bye. I am so sick and tired of Ruff. I am so sick and tired of this douchebag out in right field. What's his name? These guys. What are they doing?
Naquin.
Naquin. I took what you said and I was like,
yeah. I was watching
it in Spanish.
I was watching the game the other day, and you just watch him. He's just so careless at the plate, no patience. He hacks like at the worst possible pitches.
Right?
Yeah, he's just terrible.
Well, that's how he was taught in Cincinnati. They were trying to hit home runs all the time in Cincinnati. It's a different way of hitting. Look at Keith. We're looking at this guy. That's good job, Keith. The guy is a crazy, horrible swinger at the plate. He can play great outfield. I mean, he's a good, solid outfielder, really good.
All you got to do is throw junk in the dirt, and he swings at it. Strike one, strike two, strike three, you're out. Bugs Bunny style.
Done.
That's not
the Mets. That's not the Mets way. That's
not the anymore.
Mets way anymore. Nope.
Terzio and Isaac are calling him NyQuil.
Nice. There you go. He's asleep at the plate. That's why he's always striking out.
Shortstop.
Good job,
it's a different story because Tatis is a roid head. So Lindor, it's almost
forever.
Like automatically. Hai-Sung Kim is their shortstop. 11 home runs, 12 stolen bases. And that was the gist of his season. Lindor, 26 home runs, 16 home runs. 26 home runs, 16 steals, career high. By the way, Francisco Lindor is washed up last year, right? A lot of people said that. Maybe we all thought it. We just didn't know what the hell was going to happen. And then
I didn't think it.
Then the next season, his career high in RBIs at 107.
Dude, he holds every Met shortstop record for a single season right now.
Yeah. He
except batting average.
I know.
Right.
Loser.
But to that point, I mean, he brought his. Yeah, he sucks, man. I mean, he finished with a very respectable 270. Very respectable.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yes.
And at one point, even though he had a better start to the year, at one point he was in the low 230s. Oh crap, here we go again. So thankfully,
he's burning.
But you know what? Even
up.
when he was in the low 230s, he was still hitting clutch. He was still driving in runs
power too,
and hard. He wasn't the soft hitting from last year.
Yeah, he was just he wasn't doing well. But he was getting the bat in the ball, and he was hitting them sac flies and getting the runs home. So even though his average wasn't up to par, he was still doing the job for the Mets and helping us win games. So it's a little different when you have somebody like Naquin who's batting 230 but swings and misses at 90% of the pitches thrown at him, as opposed to somebody who knows how to hit a fly ball when there's a man on third and one out.
You know what he's doing? He's waiting. He's really, really praying to God that NyQuil wakes up and goes on one of his streaks, because when he goes on a streak, NyQuil is badass. I mean, he'll hit like 4 or 5 home runs. He'll drive in a lot of runs, and he'll be playing great outfield. So
Yeah, but
Buck is
going on a
trying to
streak for
find that
him,
streak,
Rodriguez,
but that
means
sucks.
going on a streak for him means a pitcher or several pitches in a row through several pitches in a row just through several mistakes. To me, that's what a streak is for NyQuil. It's not because he's
And that's fine. Let them make the mistakes then. But we
yeah,
need that.
absolutely.
He's
But
looking for that streak because we don't have Marte. That's the only reason I think he should even be playing. Honestly.
Oh, for sure. Those two guys. I don't usually get upset with trades in that manner.
You're
But
really
again,
upset about the Darren Ruff thing. You're still on it.
Yeah, all right,
You're
but
riding that horse to death.
I know that it might have made beating the baby seal, baby. But it might have made some sense with his power against the lefties. But again, I go back to the amount that we gave up for him, and he has done absolutely shit. For maybe the first couple of games, they both got a hit. It was like,
Look, listen, I love JD Davis. I would not have given JD Davis up basically for anyone. I liked his play. I knew that he could hit. I knew that if he got consistent playing time at batting time, at bats, I mean, he would hit 300 or at least in the high 280s. I just knew it. He's a solid hitter. The only thing is he didn't have a position, but they could have made that right-handed DH position for him. And they could have
been
put
him and Vogelback.
And he could have him and Vogelback. That would have been like a really good duo. Jeez,
hindsight's
man.
2020. I mean, at the time,
Sure, yeah,
I didn't
of
like
course.
the trade with Davis, but I understood why they approached it that way. Just getting that guy Ruff who can hit lefties where we were struggling, but then he came to us and he hit no one. So
Exactly.
just
he had one good week. He had one good week.
I think the Mets figured we were losing Davis anyway. So let's win now.
It's just one that didn't work out, and hopefully one that won't. What are the odds? I'm not even going to say it.
Let it go.
Terzio is talking just in from SNY. According to Billy Epler, Marte participated in baseball activities today and is not ruled out for the wild card. So let's keep our fingers crossed, because if you get Marte back, even 75% of Marte, that's a whole hell of a lot better than NyQuil.
As long as he doesn't re-injure himself.
Yeah.
I'm just trying not to get too excited and be even keeled, because
I did that this year.
You need to get excited.
By the way, I said I was going to do that, and I did it. Until now, it's playoff time. Even keeled Steve is gone.
You seem to be a little bit.
Even keeled Steve is gone, baby. It's playoff time.
There it is.
Oh,
okay.
So now you're gonna say we suck and lose.
Thank God your
wife
is
every
a
other
nurse.
year.
Put you to sleep tonight or something.
Yeah, take your poop and put in someone else's milk through the
There is no poop. Yeah, I don't.
What is going on now? Did he say poop? What'd you say?
No, it's just he's like, Steve is back, but the Steve I know from the show we've been doing all these years is a poop and milk Steve. So I'm just saying
he is a big pooper.
I did. Remember that time Rodriguez? Remember that time Rodriguez walked out on me? Because I had I lied and I said the Mets weren't making the playoffs, which they didn't make the playoffs. I was actually telling the truth.
It was still horrible because you can't say that about your team. You can't say that about your team.
I also said we're mediocre.
Faith.
All right, fine. But I don't do blind faith.
Yes, you do.
I'm scared of that now. The Mets have beaten the crap. I feel, guys, and Rodriguez, in your scenario, Rodriguez, I feel like the Met fans are the baby seal.
You know what? We've been clubbed a lot because we haven't done a damn thing since 1986. To be honest, a couple of appearances here and there, a couple of getting, for Met fans giving them boners, for whatever reason, and then that's it. We need a world championship. We are the New York Mets. When we win, there's nothing better in New York. Just like that, it happens automatically. The baby population, the Puerto Rican baby population is going to increase a lot if we win this year. More doing, another doing. Give me another doing, because Puerto Ricans. All right, thank you. So it's that was a courtesy one. I get it.
The courtesy.
Oh man, right. We gotta win. Keith, we gotta win, Keith.
Let's go. Keith is subdued. He's maybe
we're gonna win.
He's trying to be cool.
Too focused on the Dolphins. Cool. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
No.
Honestly, that scared the hell out of me when I saw that. I know I did that.
I didn't know what you were doing.
But as a disclaimer, I thought it was really scary seeing that happen. I thought the guy was like going to some kind of wow, you guys are bad. What are you laughing at? I thought he was going to some kind of death roll or something.
Well, who are you talking about, Keith? Show me again. That number thing. There it is.
To
Terrible.
no, that was scary, man. I hope that he's okay, and I hope he can resume playing in his career for
The doctor said he should
for
retire.
my Miami Dolphins, my number 2 team in the world.
Why
Love
would
you
The
you
guys.
not?
CTE guy.
All right, back to baseball. The baseball.
All right, back to
show.
baseball. Ruff was participating in batting practice. I don't want to hear that.
Shooting hoops with the Knicks. Good job, Ruff.
And like Terzio saying, Terzio must be watching while having us on the side. Trevor Williams
he
may be
watching?
off the playoff roster.
Hey, we are not side bitches, Thursday.
That's what I was going to say. You made a side bitches, Terzio? Like, what's going on?
Side bitches. Derpy Gaming, hoping for Guardians versus Mets World Series, but that'll be the day. That like those are two franchises that it's been a while. More for the well, actually, if you count it, the Guardians in the name, it's only been a year. Terzio says Ruff was participating in batting practice with too many swings and misses. Too many swings and misses in batting practice. He said.
Wow.
Keith, can you just
hey,
go,
Terzio should be our
knock him out, knock
reporter.
Ruff out.
We should send him. We should send him over to Shea Stadium. Not Shea Stadium. Yeah, he should actually go back in time. Go back to Shea Stadium, Terzio. No, go to City Field and give us the Darren Ruff update every year.
Yeah, I think I would like to see Alvarez in the roster. And if that means Ruff's got to go, then Ruff's got to go.
Dude, he's hitting. Did you see what he did? Even though it's against the Nats, he hit a home run and he bashed stuff. He runs really funny though. Every time he runs, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh hard every time he runs because it's like he looks like a prancing deer or something, like Bambi running or something. He looks weird.
Keith,
he looks like a killer too.
Whoa, he's got those eyebrow designs.
What
Keith, so does Cohen. Does Cohen have that design up there? I'm looking at his left eyebrow. I don't know. But Keith, we got the outfield. We only have the outfield to go here, but I'm lacking a little bit of energy. Can you talk to us about how I could possibly get a little bit more energy and energized to talk about the outfield and the pitching?
Let me think about that. What can we do? Need energy.
I just need a little energy.
Where does like a good source of energy come from?
Horrible.
Oh, I know where a good source of energy comes from. BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com.
Boom!
Thank you.
From their roastery to your front door. They make all of their coffee in small batches and they serve it with bigger flavor. Check them out now at www.brooklynwatercoffeeroasters.com. Do one of my favorite things and go on to the all high energy
of my favorite things
line of coffee. You can get my super favorite, Cinnabuzz. It's a nice, delicious cinnamon and flavor coffee. 50% more caffeine per cup. Or you can try the other one that has 50% more caffeine, and what we also like to call our friend Rodriguez over here is Jacked Up Cupcake. And if you're feeling a little naughty, you like to be naughty, you can go and try Dark Roast Dark Chocolate. The aroma of this coffee is insane. It's a rich, heavy-bodied coffee with smooth chocolate flavor. But there is chocolate in it. You got to really be careful when you're drinking that because it has calories. Obviously, chocolate calories, right? How many calories come in Dark Roast Dark Chocolate? Farace.
Same amount of runs as the Padres can score this weekend. Zero.
Boom! So I have 2, 3, 4 cups, run through a wall.
7.
Be the Kool-Aid man. Who
DeGrom
cares?
has had 8 cups.
You can get some energy.
Rodriguez, look at DeGrom's going nuts. He's had too much coffee.
Yeah, check him out now.
He actually needs some of that.
There's another really good flavor out there called a Drunken Pig. It is a bacon and bourbon flavored coffee. Bacon, bourbon, can't go wrong. Drink it now. Do it now. And if you act now and put in the code Pop Culture Pros, all capital letters, you will get your third bag free. So you can take some of those delicious flavors that you love and add one more. Try a new one.
Perfect timing, Producer Joe.
www.fuzzyear.com. BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com. From their roastery to your front door. Guaranteed to ship within 24 hours of its roast date. Check them out now.
Boom.
Let's go Mets.
I have somebody here
a little bit late, but
Somebody here has just
okay.
run into the room
Oh,
here,
look
and
at
look what
that.
he's wearing. He's wearing
Nice
a Mets
job,
shirt.
kiddo.
Let's go, Mets.
Fantastico.
Let's go,
That's
Mets.
right. Let's
All
go,
right, say
Mets,
bye-bye.
baby Farace.
What number is he wearing?
Say bye-bye.
Is he gonna,
No
what's-
number on this one.
he's going to have a number. He's going to have DeGrom's number.
Here's a jailbreak. He just came in here. Just ran in here into the studio. He's a natural. He is a natural.
He's
All
Get
right,
out of jail? Is that? Are you saying his kid's gonna be in jail? He's an actual jailbreaker.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I might have said that. Maybe
Yeah.
he can. All right.
Take it back.
You ever see
Take
that?
it back.
No, he's going to
Prison Break.
jailbreak
Just
iPhones.
edit. Just edit this. Just edit
Hey,
this.
Yeah,
I'll
Prison
cut
Break,
that. I'll
great
cut that
show
part out.
until they made season
Prison
2.
Break was
Then,
great. I didn't watch the
What?
last season. Prison Break.
yeah, terrible.
Oh, Prison Break. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What a great
I was
show.
okay with
Oh,
the
new
second
season's
season. The
coming out.
third
Yes.
season, I didn't really like.
Yeah, just
But I didn't see
trash.
the
They
one
must
that
have
they
changed
did like 10 years
writers.
later. Yeah.
It was like that. They made that other show, Lethal Weapon. They made a TV show to Lethal Weapon with Damon Wayans, I think it was. Great show.
Oh, that
And then they changed the guy that played Murtaugh, and the whole show just went to crap. It's a baseball
producer
show.
Joe. Producer Joe is jumping in. It's a oops, sorry. It is a baseball show. Producer Joe. All right,
But we're on
let's
Pop Culture Pros, Joe.
Pop Culture Pros, baby. Let's go to the outfield. Left field, they have Canna with the advantage over Jerickson and Profar. Profar had a decent year, but he's been like a journeyman type of guy after
But
very
he
high
kills
hopes.
us, though. But he kills us. That's the
He
problem.
did kill us in this season.
He's a mech killer.
Yeah. PCP says Joe. Center field. We have a
I know
Nimmo.
we won that field. I know we won
We
that
definitely, yeah.
one. We have a Nimmo. And he's showing
Yeah,
power now.
Trent Grish, he's showing brilliance. Like he's,
He wanted to win. He's going to be Mr. Met, you know. That guy he could potentially be Mr. Met and be a bigger Met than Lindor or even Polar Bear. He could potentially be that guy because he's so hokey and dokey.
He's hokey dokey and he plays karaoke.
And he plays well and he hustles.
Terzio says, "What about Gore?" I did. He's asked that a couple of times. What do you guys think, Keith? Do you want Gore on the playoff roster to steal a clutch base or being able to get the first to third? If Vogelback gets on, does he get a base hit in the 8th inning and the Mets are down a run? Then you need Gore. What do you think, Keith? Does speed kill?
It's a good novelty to have, but I don't think that in a short series, that's the approach. Just don't think so. In a season-long thing, yes, it's great to have your speed guy, but when you're playing a 3-game series, you're not going to take a roster spot for somebody who can run the bases, and that's all they do. You don't want a one-trick pony. You just don't.
What about the non-baseball side of this, Keith? Like Gore has won like 3 World Series. He's been on 3 championship teams. Do you get the luck aspect?
Invite him to house.
How lucky was he? We didn't win the division.
Oh,
Get out of here. There's no luck.
World Series, World Series, Rodriguez. He's not known for winning divisions. He's known for winning World Series.
So he'll be on the World Series roster.
He'll be invited to the clubhouse. You can hang out. Free
That's all there is
steaks.
to it. Other people can run too.
And all right. So what do you think? I can't keep Keith off the comments. Wait, Joe, what? Goddamn it! I can't kick Keith off from the comments. I'm getting another goddamn drink. Joe said.
What did I do?
I don't know what you did, but
What you do?
I don't know what he did. But he's upset. John Perry, that's a new name. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
We need. Joe said to Boot Rodriguez, "Listen, Joe, you don't have power. You don't have the power, the producer power today." Boot Farace, wow, he just wants all of us to get booted off.
Should we block user Joe Mulvihill?
Facebook user Joe.
We're gonna block him.
Don't block him because his earwax is his power. He'll come home really like Harry, man.
All right, right field advantage goes to the
okay.
Padres. You know they have
Absolutely,
a certain Soto out there, so
we'll pretty much.
that down a little bit there.
I'm not genuflecting though. That's for sure.
Right.
Respect.
DH has this is where Josh Bell has been playing. He hit 192 after August 1st. So for 2 straight months, Josh Bell has hit 192. Vogelback, obviously, he's had his ups and downs here.
But
he's hit big home runs. Go ahead, Rodriguez.
Will Myers is back, or is it Will Myers or Will
Will Myers
right?
is splitting time at first base. That I don't know.
But he's an outfielder. He can be an out. He's a.
I guess he can do first base DH.
And if he's hot, he can do a lot of damage. That guy. You have to be careful with him.
Yeah, dating back to his Rays days, right? And then for both the starting rotation, the bullpen, they give the edge to the Mets. Obviously, you get Max, Scherzer, Bassett, and then on the other side you have Darvish, Snell, and Musgrove. Darvish has hurt us. Snell, not so much. That's why Musgrove is. I think Musgrove is the better pitcher. So I'm wondering if they lose game 1, if they move him up to game 2. I don't know, but
we beat Musgrove.
Let's beat them all. We're gonna beat them all.
Let's just win the first 2 games and then relax
and be done with it.
Muskrat Jack.
Muskrat Jack. Right. Muskrat Jack.
And then one thing that they don't have on here, and that's kind of the position by position breakdown here. But one thing that they don't have on here is manager. And I might be a little biased, but I really do think that we have one of the top 3 managers in all of baseball, and that's not including the Padres.
Who are the other 2? Who's in front of them?
No, let me check that out.
We
have look at playoff producer Joe has joined us. Playoff producer Joe, go ahead. No, going once. Oh, do I have to add him?
Producer Joe.
How much negativity was that?
Oh, wait. Start it up again, producer Joe. There was no negativity on the show.
There was no negativity this whole show.
No,
not at all.
Oh man! Oh look, now I got to turn on my cam because that's so wrong.
Wait, this is good. Side by side, let's do it. It's not bad.
Let me see the ears, Joe.
The ears.
Okay, you know what? The ears work.
And the buttersquash. I like the buttersquash. It's not bad.
No, I've been sitting here with a Met fan at this family event who's been nothing but negative all afternoon. I'm ready to throw him in the friggin' pool. It's there's so much to be positive about. I'm sure you guys went over.
We're in the freaking playoffs, man.
Dude, what's with all that cleavage, Joe? Does Cat let you go out like that?
Show nip slip. Come on.
Ask for it. Look at
sexy.
That.
Ooh. Que sexy.
It's a perfectly horrible angle. Well done, Joe.
Yeah, no, we've been keeping it positive all show, Joe. I mean, we're just good. I'm tired. For me personally, I'm tired of hearing the crap because we're in the playoffs. Yes, we lost the series.
What a great year. What an amazing year. Dude, 101 March,
wins.
Man. Go back to March. We're going to get 101 wins. We're going to have the batting title. We're going to get Lindor and Pete with 100 RBIs each. We're going to have an amazing old-timers day that's going to bring respectability back to the club. You know what?
This is only year 61.
This is only year 2 of the Cohen era. There is so much to be excited about and so much to look forward to. We got the playoffs starting tomorrow. We're in the playoffs. Playoffs.
We're trying to win a game.
Playoffs.
This is the first show we've had. You know, we've been doing this show since 2017. This is the first show we've had with the Mets being in the playoffs. So, I mean, we would be crazy to be negative on this show. I am super pumped. And as a Met fan, you've waited since 2016 to be in the playoffs. What are you bitching about?
Exactly.
101 wins. Did we have a bad series against the Braves? Yes. Did our top pitchers have a bad series? Yes. Did they have a great year? Yes. That bad series
Hell
was the
yeah.
anomaly. The consistency was
There you
good.
go. Yes,
So
yes,
let's
yes.
go Mets,
and
baby.
for God forbid, I agree with everything Keith just said. Somebody kick him out of the room. So,
Times are changing, Joe. This is a new team.
Gotta
no,
This
be
is a new
but
careful.
you
We
show.
know,
don't
I mean,
we don't get hit by
look,
lightning.
no, look, yeah, no, it's no blue skies up here. Listen,
Okay.
if anything, what did we learn? We learned that Epler made a mistake with the rough trade, right? And he stuck with
Yes,
him
senor.
too long. Should
Good
have gave
job.
up on him in August. He should have caved in on Ruff, but he kept giving him too much time, too much rope. This is my opinion. Should have brought Alvarez up sooner. The Nito McCann 180 combined average between them and Ruff. I mean, you have two dead spots in the lineup, and you score 2 runs 5 games in a row when it's playing crap teams. Yes, 101 wins. We could get 103 and win the division next year. We learn from our mistake, and we don't make that mistake again next year. But
I
we're in
was
the
saying, Joe,
playoffs,
for
and
if we play McCann, we should by mistake list him as playing first base and then put him behind the dish so he can hit a couple dingers.
Get a home. He'll go
Can you
3 hits a day at first base.
well, can you play
All-star.
McCann and let Jake DH for him because he's a better hitter.
It's true, actually. Jake is a better hitter
He
Yeah.
is. He's
Yeah.
like a 230
He has shown
with
it.
some
lifetime
pop in
hitter.
the bat,
you know?
baby.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he also
so-
scares us at the plate. So we prefer
Didn't
him
you
up
pick
there.
McCann to hit 15 home runs, Joe?
Didn't wait. What? I didn't hear you.
I heard that you picked McCann to hit 15 home runs this year.
You know what? That's a bald-faced lie. There's no
A bald-
way I would pick him. No way I would pick him to hit 15 home runs. No way. 0.
I may
I
have.
cannot. No,
Settle.
no. We were all between 12 and 15. Producer Joe is the highest at 15. We were all like 12, 13, 14.
Really? Okay, that had to
But-
be under the assumption that he was actually going to play all year.
And you had him at 15 home runs, 38 RBI. So you were low on the RBI, but the highest on the home run
Look,
total.
it was my shtick all year. I busted on McCann.
Yo,
I agreed with. I really truly agreed with you guys that
Busting
he
on
was
his
a good
chest,
presence
busting on his
behind the
back.
dish. The pitchers loved him. He called a great game, great defense, saved runs. This can't happen
You
next
see
year.
how you see how normal he is when he's drunk? You see how he is when he's drunk? It's the
There it
sober
is.
Joe that's the problem, not the drunk.
I see.
His
I
ear.
see it. There's the ear.
There's the ear. Wait. Oh, I was trying to give you get the picture of the ear back up. Hold on. Ready?
There it is. There.
Put Joe's ear back up, Rodriguez.
Yeah, do a side by side. Here we go. There it is. Perfect. Man, Rodriguez, you are an artiste.
Yes.
Nice work. Nice.
All
All right.
right.
Sorry I couldn't be on for the whole show, guys. Thanks
No,
for
you're
letting me
good.
jump in.
Good seeing you,
Of course.
Joe.
Enough negativity, man. This is so exciting. We're gonna
Put on a
kick
bra.
the Padres' ass, and you know what? We're gonna put that nasty 2-week stretch behind us, and the players can do it. We can do it. So
Hell yeah.
let's
of
go
course.
Mets.
Let's
go,
go,
We're
Mets,
gonna
Mets.
win. We're gonna win, Joey. We're gonna win, baby.
Enjoy
Producer
your
gonna
Joe
win.
from vacation coming to tell you, let's go Mets, baby. I love it.
Boom.
Let's go Mets. I need another beer.
Skull.
All right. So
Keep going.
I just did a last second look at the wild card roster. It's still not out yet.
Oh my god.
I don't
Just
think
what-
as soon as
just-
it
I
comes
don't
out,
think,
you're gonna jerk it, aren't
listen, I don't think
It depends on who's on it.
our feelers leader, Buck, is gonna drop it until
No,
about
he's
4 or 5
hilarious.
o'clock tomorrow.
He was freaking hilarious yesterday. He said, I'm not giving out that roster. And they said, well, Padres have already said that is pitching. He was like, okay. He was like, and then the reporter was like, it would be a lot easier to cover. He was like, what do you mean cover? He was like, well, you mean to cover game 1. He was like, okay, it's Max. just like that. It's like, all right, fine, it's Max.
Watch it be DeGrom.
Watch it be DeGrom. All right. One more thing that I want to talk about before we go is the relief corps. Yeah, as far as it pertains to situational pitching
May not be up to me.
it may not be up to Rodriguez. But some people may have had a nice August, September, October, and
Maybe that's a lie.
do well for us in the playoffs. But
And
let's
they may
talk
not.
specifically about 7th and 8th inning, because we already know Diaz is locked down in the 9th inning. If we got a lead, forget
Done.
it, out of here. But for let's say 7th and 8th inning, who are you comfortable with? Period. It doesn't have to be first to worst. Who's the top 3 guys that or top 4 guys, however you want to do it? And we'll go counterclockwise.
How many guys do we
Rodriguez.
get? Tell us.
Let's say 3. You get your 3 guys, and those 3 guys are going to be the only guys pitching 7th and 8th innings. We'll assume the starter Max can get through 6. Bassett can get through 6. Both of them have gone longer.
It's 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then 9. So you get 3 pitches, 3 innings. So you should get 4 pitchers.
Well, Diaz is there. All right, so let's so Diaz. So let's say three pitchers to pitch 6, 7, 8
6,
innings.
7, 8.
Oh, that's including Diaz.
No, not
Yeah,
including
Diaz is in the 9th
only
inning.
goes
Let's just say 6th inning,
he's
7th
locked.
inning, 8th inning,
Yeah,
and it
Diaz
doesn't
is
have to
in
be
order.
in order, and it doesn't have to be the only 3 guys that you would like. Is there 5 guys that you feel comfortable pitching those 3 innings, or what? 6th inning is not a high level, necessarily a high
we're making this
leverage.
confusing.
Oh,
Let's
you're
just say top 4
okay,
pitchers in the
okay.
bullpen. Rodriguez, aside from Diaz, top 4 pitchers.
Top 4 pitchers for me. I'm gonna take Adam
Yell at me, Keith.
Ottavino.
Ottavino, baby.
That is nasty. And that breaks like there's no tomorrow. If he's throwing his nasty stuff, he is as good as Diaz. He's
been
unhittable.
so hot.
Okay. Then
he
here
lost
we
it with
go.
the Yankees.
Here we
He
go.
lost.
Here we
He
go.
had that
Well,
shit.
because he talks stupid nonsense about Babe Ruth, and the curse came and bit him. He said, "I strike out Babe Ruth. I'm better than Babe Ruth."
No, you can't
Like,
mess
no.
with the Babe Ruth.
No,
You just,
dude.
you
You can't do it.
You leave Sultan of
So-
SWAT alone, and that's that.
Then leave him alone.
He's
Leave him
beyond
alone.
Babe Ruth is beyond Yankees.
I know. He's history.
Anyway.
He's an icon.
Agree.
But enough of that crap, skanky stuff. To me, then I need a lefty. I need a lefty. If I'm gonna take 3, I need a lefty for one of those 3. That's why I'm saying 4. So I'm gonna say 4 players because I'm gonna use a lefty as an in betweener. Then I'm gonna take that Joelis Rodriguez kid. Okay, and then this is gonna surprise you a little bit, but I'm also gonna take Peterson. I'm bringing Peterson as one of the guys, and Loogie. I still have faith in Loogie, and I think Loogie, if he comes in and does his thing, he's as good as anybody out there. So I'm pretending they're gonna be at their best. That's why I'm putting them out there.
That's what we got to do.
I'm not hoping so.
Keith, what do you got? What do you got?
Similar. You got to go with Ottavino. The guy's been rock solid all year. It doesn't matter what side of the plate you're batting from. He's going to get
Maybe
you.
I'll change my mind.
I really dig Ottavino. Not so much into the Joely Rodriguez because every time he gets up there, I have a heart attack. But I will take Seth Lugo based off of his experience. He's had a up and down year, but Seth has been around. He's got a lot of experience. He knows batters. He knows situations.
And then, that curveball.
And that curveball and that spin, is kind of off the hook. And then I'm going to take.
Boom.
Not everybody may agree with this, but I'm going to take Trevor Williams. And the lefty thing is
that's
kind
a good choice, actually.
The lefty thing is kind of where I get a little stuck, right? So I was not sure on the lefty, but you gave me the idea, and I really like it. Is Peterson, because he can go ahead and he pitch a long outing if God forbid Bassett gives up 5 runs in the 3rd, and we got to catch up.
But I wouldn't bring him in against Soto. I bring in the other guy because he's not the pitcher. Soto's gonna kill him. He doesn't have the movement to run away from Soto.
Yeah, I would keep him for
situations. That's why I was thinking.
If it's only 4, like we said, obviously there's more. But if it was only 4, I would keep him, like you said, for a situational and potential long relief if needed. Even though I think Trevor Williams could also do that long relief, I think Peterson's probably better suited for it. He's been there a little bit more recently.
Okay.
I like Tyler McGill, even though he's been getting slammed around, but not for the playoffs.
No
He's
way.
been too inconsistent. So that's my
Who's
four right
baby
there.
Tyler?
Ottavino, Lugo, Williams, and Peterson.
That's good teams right there.
I'm gonna do the exact same thing as you, Keith, but I'm gonna pull out.
Peterson.
I'm gonna pull out. Wait, so who did you have again? Ottavino, Lugo,
You pull out Gavin Strong.
Peterson. Huh?
You pull out
He doesn't
Gavin
know
Strong.
when to. He
Pull out
doesn't
Gavin
know
Strong.
when. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
I do. I could feel it. Ottavino. Who did you say, Keith? Ottavino.
Ottavino,
Lugo, Williams, and Peterson.
Williams, and
All right, so I'm
Peterson.
pulling out Williams.
Oh, you pull out game is weak, actually. No wonder why you got two kids already.
At least for the first round, because I don't think you need. I don't know that you'll need the long relief. I hope so. And your
Well, Williams
example,
can do
I
both.
don't.
Williams is.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but you don't.
we're not here to debate. I'm just here to.
Yeah, no,
deal with
yeah.
your daughters, yeah.
I'll debate you, baby.
What?
What?
Where's the 1,200-second countdown?
Let him pick. Let him pick whoever you want. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lee,
no. Listen.
never.
Ottavino, I wanted him a couple years ago, but then when the Yankees signed him, I was pissed. And then when he performed for the Yankees, then I was like, oh, all right, we missed that one. But the
happy.
Colorado Ottavino is back. I gotta have Lugo out there. Lugo has been just fantastic over the last 4
That's why
years.
we're Met
Delicious.
fans. That's why we're Met fans, because we're so damn loyal
I know.
to a stupid.
Sometimes to a
extent.
fault. Yeah.
Well, no, but Lugo, see, I think Lugo is a smart choice because of his experience. He's been in the league a long time.
It is.
He knows
it is,
batters.
but
He's a
we're
veteran.
going on hope again.
Well,
He's been pretty crappy lately.
He has, but I don't
But I
know.
think
I've
he
seen
can
him
turn
come
it
up
around.
big. I've seen him
I think
come
he
up
turned
big.
around too. I think the thing that really got in his head was, remember all that time that he said he wanted to be a starter, and then he put him in a starter and he had a 5.50 ERA as a starter. So
And then he went to the lamp.
That could have impacted there too.
Because he does. He goes from 95 to 91, and then the curve 90. That's a big difference, man. That's why that curveball plays. He throws 95, then he comes with that nasty
78.
85-mile-an-hour hook. I mean, are you kidding me? So you have to be smart, man. Make the money, Loogie.
All right, and then Terzio saying Billy Epler just reported that Starling Marte can grip things, and he has no problem so far gripping a bat. Okay, so
I'm sure Billy Epler knows.
Wow.
I did report.
Yes, I did want to take a look at. I hadn't looked all year at what Miguel Castro did for the Yankees this year. He only pitched 29 innings, 34 games, 4.03 ERA. He was 5-0, but for a relief pitcher, that could be, you come in a tie game. I guess this was at the beginning of the year, so not the totality of it. All right, so playoffs for the very first time in this show's history. When we first started the show, the Mets had been in the playoffs, if you count the wild card game, which we do, at 2 years in a row, and we thought this was just going to continue on. And then it didn't, but now it will. So let's go round robin. What you got? Final thoughts here. Are the Mets going to win this series? How many games? And then just a sign off for us in our very first playoff show, baby.
Final thought. Keith. I'm jumping in. Sorry, I'm just going to say final thought. 1 hour into the show, I learned that if I turn the lamp on, it disappears.
1 hour into the show.
1 hour into the show. That's my
Very
final
well
thought. No,
and it looks so much better like that.
It really does. I should have done that an hour ago. But all right. It's not funny no
weasels.
more. An hour into the show, I feel like the Mets are really heading into the series in a really good position. I think we're facing a Padres team who have a lot of holes. I mean, every team has holes, but they particularly have more holes than us. I think we can, if we play our game, we work up the pitch count, we get to their bullpen, I think we'll be successful. I think we just need to do what we've been doing all year, is win series. Obviously, we didn't win every series, but we won a majority of our series. 2 out of 3, baby. That's all it's going to take. I personally think we're not playing on Sunday. I think we're going to take the first 2, but Let's see what happens. Either way, I am confident we're going to win 2 out of 3. I just want to also say a big giant Fwakata Machado. You're going down, baby. You're going to third base, and you're going to catch a couple balls here and there, but you ain't hitting crap because you're
You
facing
gotta catch
real
balls.
real pitching. And you come to New York, and you're going to cry from all the fans yelling at you. Wah, wah, wah. Machado, Fwakata.
Boom.
Ruger,
Welcome.
Fwakata.
I felt it.
Boom.
Yeah, Ruger. Double Fwakata, baby. Little Rugs back there. Producer Joe, you got
That's
Isaac
it.
and Terzio saying Mets in 2. So that's what you got. Keith has Mets in 2. Rodriguez, what you think?
Wow. Man, I don't know, but I think the Padres are a pretty good team, and we're not giving them any respect. However, I do want Mets in 2. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it'll be Mets in 3. So yeah, we're definitely gonna. I think we're definitely gonna win the series because we're a better team. We're going in healthy, except for Marte, which is a big part of our offense, but he might play. So if he comes in, we're a healthy team. We're ready to go. Everyone is. There are no excuses. Everyone should be ready. Cy Grom, you want $40 million? Shut these guys down. Shut these guys down and earn it.
Now, Rodriguez,
Let's go Mets.
I'm going to ask you, since you're saying that the series is going to go to 3. You're the first to say that. What do you want the pitching order to be? Starting pitchers. If it were to go to 3, do you subscribe to that, Max, Bassett, and only use DeGrom if we need to, so that he can start game 1 of the division series? Or what do you think?
No, no, absolutely not. Depends on what Mad Max does the first game. If Mad Max loses the first game, then it's got to be DeGrom the second game. It's got to be DeGrom because you got to throw your big horse out there and say, this is my guy. DeGrom is the Mets guy. Okay, Mad Max is in a way taken over in a way, but at the end of the day, it's Cy Grom. He's the Met. So he has to take over and be the captain on the field. That's what pitchers do. When you're out there, you're the captain. You're running the show. You're the pitcher. You decide what to throw. You decide where the ball is hit by how you pitch it. It's your decision. You're running the whole game. You and the catcher. At the end of the day, your first mate. You're the guys. So it's got to be the Grom second, and then Bassett and everybody else in the third game. Bassett is a quality pitcher. I mean,
right,
it's not like you're throwing a scrub there.
That was a hell of a trade.
He can definitely pitch, and he's a 1B type of guy to me because he's played hard, man, and he keeps you in games. But when he's off, he gets hit. Absolutely, Keith. He could be a number 1 on many teams. So 100%. Yeah, it's Mad Max and DeGrom. Especially if Mad Max wins that game, I want DeGrom to finish the other team.
Could you imagine?
Mind if I can just jump in real quick. One thing that just popped into mind is DeGrom's blister. If his blister is still in the process of healing, I am totally okay with him pitching on Sunday. Give him a couple more days.
If he comes up with that blister crap, he's gone. He's gone.
Seattle, you go, baby. Ruger said,
"Yeah."
Where's DeGrom going? Ruger said Seattle.
Seattle, not the Rangers
or Texas. He said or Texas.
That's how you say Seattle in French. Rough.
Okay, yeah, no, I just wanted to get your opinion on that. Since you haven't gone 3,
I want to put them away fast.
Yeah,
if I can.
Listen, the worst possible scenario is if the Mets just decide, okay, DeGrom is going game 3 no matter what. Imagine the Mets fans that would go ape shit if the Mets lost this series and DeGrom didn't even pitch. Like,
think about it. You have to pitch him. It's public relations. It's financial. It's spiritual.
It's spiritual. I can't say I would lose.
It's medical
because we're not going to lose the series. But in the imaginary poop and milk world that you live in, Farace, it would be upsetting if he didn't pitch.
I would blame Farace, but we could lose.
That's what happens. All right. So for me, I got the Mets in 2. I don't think we're going to go to a third game, but obviously I can see it. The Padres are, if you look at it from 10,000 miles above, Mets and Padres are those 2 teams over the last X amount of years that have always attempted to build a winning team, and they spend money every now and then they fall flat on their face. Obviously, this is a little bit different. Padres are in the playoffs. Mets have this huge, massive payroll now with stars. Padres have stars. This is why this is prime time. Machado, Soto, Alonso, Lindor. Man Max, DeGrom. I mean, this is star-studded. Diaz. This is as star-studded a
all
wild
6
card
pitchers are
series
all
as you can. Yeah. So
I mean, think about it. All-stars.
And Fwakata to the Padres. Double Fwakata. Triple Fwakata. Quadruple Fwakata. Keith's not.
Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself.
Keith's like, don't say my word. All right.
Ruger.
All right, that'll do it for us. We'll keep you posted on everything that's going on with the series tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, on our way to the divisional series against the Dodgers.
What is
your microphone is vibrating so hard that
I'm doing it on purpose.
I know, but can you hear it? You gotta listen to it on the way out. All right,
wonderful.
That's it, guys. Let's go Mets. Mets are in the playoffs. Let's do this thing. Peace out, everybody. Let's go Mets.
Boom.